Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
Jack Grealish. Graham Souness described him as good but not great. Is that fair or is that harsh?
I think it's probably fair at the minute to say I think he's a very good player, and I caveat that to say he does have the potential to be great. Jack Grealish. I think as well, Jack Grealish gets a lot of stick for what he does outside of football, which then coincides with basically just calling him a bang average player in Souness.
But he's just such a normal guy.
I love all that.
I love him. Yeah,
I love him. Happens to be very.
Do you know what he gives me? He gives me Gascoigne vibes.
I just love. Do you know there seems to be this thing in football, and I don't know if it's like social media. It's very odd, but people seem to want to be offended.
Yeah,
people want to be upset. So there was a few things that's happened. Jack Grealish having a drink when they won the league, and that's furious. Like, how could you?
How dare he? How talk about he let loose and have fun? He's finished the season, won the league. Oh, fuck!
People like to do this. Yeah. People genuinely want to be upset and want to be offended and want to tweet out and go, "Look how good a person I am because I'm so upset by this."
People always find a way to bring down people when they're at the top.
Yeah, is it different it's a UK thing? It's an English thing. Yeah, in America, they don't do that.
No, they shouldn't do it.
They big him up everywhere else in the world. I just don't understand why we don't do that.
But it happens all the time. It happened with Richarlison. Richarlison did 4 kick-ups and everybody was like, that's disrespectful. Shut up. Well, have you ever seen Ronaldinho play football?
Neymar got booked for celebrating. Yeah, and he got booked for doing a rainbow flick. A day off, right?
It's absolutely ridiculous. But with regard to Grealish, I like him. I really like him and I rate him highly. But what I will have to admit is we're moving away from first season settling in to...
Needs the numbers. He starts to need numbers.
It starts becoming now... Look, if it doesn't improve drastically, you won't be playing for City next year. You know what City are like. They don't stand in anyone's way if you want to leave. You know, they let Ferran Torres leave. They let Leroy Sané leave. They let Raheem Sterling leave. They don't care. They're an amazingly well-run club in that sense. They don't care. And what will happen very soon is Jack Grealish will be told, because I think Pep Guardiola is very direct, very honest, that you're not good enough to be
surplus to requirements.
You're surplus to requirements.
I thought Grealish looked good when he came on the other day, and we've seen so many glimpses of him dribbling, drawing fouls, breaking down low blocks. I think he's very good at doing that.
Now we're back to Southgate. Okay, absolutely right. Why did we wait till we were 1-0 down to bring on?
That's Southgate.
The point of being a manager is to see problems before they exist. Yeah. Like I'm watching a game on the telly, right? So I'm in Marbella watching this game in a bar.
Come on,
and I can see
hard life,
right? And I can see what's happening here. Gareth Southgate is there. He's meant to say, "Hang on a minute, that Ras, whatever his name was, who scored, he's gonna score in a minute. So I better react before that happens, so that it's not a real problem. Therefore, maybe I'll make my changes first." It doesn't do anything. His in-game management is just non-existent. Yeah. It's so annoying.
Did you see Grealish's response to Souness on Twitter? About going for a beer, going for a beer or whatever. And
bring Pogba as well.
It's like, I can't believe I can bring Pogba.
Look, I think it's hard. People say you shouldn't respond to that, but I think he constantly gets hounded. It's just tongue in cheek going back as well. I don't think there's no malice to it or anything like that.
No, there's no malice.
I feel like he constantly gets brought down. That go and have a little pop.
Yeah, I love him.
Just go back and make a little dig.
Yeah, I suppose so. I just find a whole Twitter thing slightly concerning because replying to Souness is fine, but the trouble is, it means basically everybody has a direct line to Jack Grealish because if he's seeing that comment,
I can't imagine he spends much time on his mentions though.
Well,
maybe
you hope not, Theo. But do you know what? We have when I say we, I mean you, and therefore me, because I kind of hang on to your coattails. We have like
such disrespect.
We have like an insight into the world of professional footballers. And from what we can understand, at least, they are more aware of our world and they are more aware of social media than perhaps you would think.
Yeah, I mean, I made the mistake of going on Twitter before I played for a World 11 at Ibrox. That was a big mistake. Don't ever do that.
Did you get a lot of stick in the mentions after the game on the weekend? Actually,
I had a few. I got any stick. I went on. I did
free kicks.
It was funny. I had a lot of praise, and there was a few like "get out of my club."
What, Charlton fans?
Because it was All-Star fans. Because I missed the free kick. They're like, "Get out of my club! You're a disgrace."
Can you support the All-Stars? Are they
we're a club, man. Up the All-Stars. Harry Maguire. been receiving a lot of criticism.
Why
He's
are you doing this
responded
to me?
He's responded. Here's what he said: "If people can make a story out of me, they will. I'm the captain of Manchester United.
No, you're not.
Doesn't play.
No, you're
The
not.
reason
No,
they
you're
do
not.
it is for clicks. I went to the Euros after an 8-week injury and got into the team of the tournament. I don't concentrate on what other people are saying. You tell them, Harry."
Oh, I see.
He couldn't be further from Manchester United captain material.
Yeah.
In terms of what you expect, the conditioning and the minerals of the man that represents Manchester United, the history in that armband, right? Brian Robson, Eric Cantona, Roy Keane, that is that armband, right?
Yeah, Beckham.
Steve Bruce, that armband, if it were represented by its weight, it would weigh a ton, right? Harry Maguire is puny. He can't hold the weight of that armband.
No, not at all.
I think the pressure got to him, man. I think he started as soon as the bandwagon people jumped on the Harry Maguire hate train. It's just it got too far.
Yeah, but he handled it really badly. Do you remember when he scored against Albania and he's like,
giving it that.
Yeah, mate. You know who do you think you are? You like cancelling out the haters. Thinks he's Kim Kardashian. Like, come on.
See, we touched on Grealish and how he had a little bit of a pop back on social media. Harry Maguire is actually one that you go, just stop doing it, because he doesn't ever have anything to back it up.
Nah.
As well, and just the performances. Again, I'll go back to Southgate again being cowardly. Why he was on that pitch when he's not played in
when
X
Victor
amount of
Mori's
weeks.
Victor Mori's sitting there as well, by the way.
He was one of our best players at Euros.
It was a long time ago, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I feel like Harry gets so. It must be tough though. Like the thing, if you got a whole nation hating on you, it can't be.
No, but you've got to
easy.
No, it's certainly not easy. But look, if we're going to be quite generous with our pity, right? We're going to be really loving and kind, and who we're going to be sympathetic towards. Bruv, I'm not doing it to a millionaire footballer. You're right.
I mean.
It can't be easy for him. My heart bleeds, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's hardly going to sit there crying with $250 a week, is he?
Okay, not bad. Right, you sold me on that.
But no, I think Harry Maguire is a problem, because I think for one reason or another, Gareth Southgate is totally enamoured by him, trusts him, and that to the detriment of the team. Because Fikayo Tomori, what that England backline doesn't have in abundance is recovery pace. Victor Mori comes in, there's loads of recovery pace, and it changes the dynamic. The keeper's happier because he knows that the defence has some recovery pace. The defence can move 10 yards up the pitch because they're not going to get done in behind because you can recover. It changes the entire... It means maybe that you could play Alexander-Arnold, because one of the reasons that maybe you don't is because of the recovery pace. So you can, because you've got to... It just changes the entire team.
Before we touch on next, then, do you think Ben White, if Arsenal keep up this form, Ben White continues to start up right back centre back? Why is he not in the England shout?
I think he gives a better case than some of the players there.
Don't rate Ben White out.
We're top of the league, he's starting a defender and he's playing amazing.
He's not a starting defender for Arsenal if everyone's fit, though, is he?
He's held his position at right back.
Yeah, but only because Tomiyasu's injured.
He's back now.
How long has he been back?
Ultimately, Tomiyasu's going to play.
£50 million defender.
Yeah, I know, but Harry Maguire's an £80 million defender, isn't he? Like, where do we draw the line here? Look, I
White's good a night out.
I don't think Ben White is as good as people think he is. But people get very annoyed with me for saying that. I think he's a half decent Premier League player, but I don't think he's an international footballer.
One day. He's young.
Have you got a love of Ben White?
I like Ben White.
What's his not out story then? I want to hear it.